I don't know.
You fucked it up.
How did I fuck it
I can
up?
give it a go.
You guys suck. Hi, my name is Joey and I suck.
My name's Joey and I do
My
not
name's
suck.
Susan.
What?
My name is not Susan!
Susan!
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Scrub Club Hub podcast. I'm Zurto and I'm sitting here with...
nightridertwin, MrPaladinBoss.
That one white guy after a billion takes. Thanks, Joey.
You're welcome. Alright, today we're going to be talking about some new stuff and some old stuff that we've covered in previous podcasts. Alright, we're going to lead it off with Binding of Isaac. And as you've heard from previous podcasts, me and Matt, we love Binding of Isaac, as well as Jordan.
I found it first. First. I call him first. Just like someone likes to call first in our videos. I call it.
We're talking about you, Tyler. Anyway, so yeah, me, Jordan, and Matt were pretty familiar with the game, but Kyle, aka nightridertwin, had just actually recently started playing the game for himself, and I guess he'll give us his thoughts on what the game was like for him as a first-time player.
Alright, so for the first time playing it, I just went in, didn't know the controls, so it kind of threw me off.
Which,
The console version of the game is probably a little bit weird for you.
No, I since I got my new controller, that's all I've been using.
Oh, okay. Well,
So do you use controller or do you use keypad?
well, I got it on PlayStation 4, so...
I didn't know if you bought it for the...
No, I was thinking about buying it for PC.
Don't buy it for PC.
No? It's not
No.
worth?
Well, I mean, you have to spend money for it. I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
that's
right.
worth it all.
Whereas like on PS4, you get it for free.
Yeah, which was fucking awesome. But anyways, going into it blindly, I thought it was the weirdest game that I've ever played.
It's a weird-ass game.
It
It
is.
is.
But
It
it's
is.
so addicting.
Uh-huh.
That's why I kept playing. I was like, I can get further. I can get further. And I actually pissed him off one night, staying up till 3 in the morning, playing it. Because I'm just like, I could get further. And I made it
Yes.
all the way to Mom. And then I died. Because I didn't know Mom's, like, attacks or anything.
Mom's foot or Mom's heart?
Both. So I was just like, oh
You
shit.
sound
what's-
so excited to get to one of the easiest boss fights in the game.
I'm sorry. But I had no idea her fucking attacks. So
Yeah,
I died,
you have
like,
to know how
really
it
fast.
works.
It's a game where
It's basically practice.
it is.
Like unless you know exactly what they're gonna do, then
Yeah.
it's really random and you don't really understand it. So you die a couple times and then you're like, well, shit, now I have to start all over again. But then you play through the game again, but then you get better the second time and then the third time. And it's just basically
Yeah.
a cycle.
Yeah, if you would have seen me play Binding of Isaac, I was thinking Matt would probably call me a piece of shit right now because I fucking suck.
Those were my exact
Like one of the
thoughts.
little mini dinghies.
Yeah.
Dingles.
Fucking dingle.
Kyle is...
Oh my god.
The little dingles.
Don't even get me started on dingle. Shut up.
Don't be the dingle.
Seriously, he was like one of the hardest bosses I've
You
had
know,
to fight.
Is
Like,
actually one of the easier bosses.
He's just obnoxious because...
The problem people think is that it's a really hard fight, but then they're trying to focus so much on like firing at it that they don't focus on their footing. Because he's actually really easy boss to dodge.
yeah, once I got more and more practice, he did get a lot easier.
Yeah, like
But
when you start, he's
I
like,
still
he
hate
hits me
him.
with everything.
I still hate him, even though he is easy now.
I still hate the haunt the most.
I haven't even run into the haunt yet, actually.
Have you unlocked the cellar?
I don't think so.
If you haven't unlocked the cellar, then you haven't fought the haunt yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the only way you can fight him.
I've hardly unlocked anything, even though I went all the way to Mom's Heart. I haven't unlocked any new characters yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, the characters are really... I want to say they're really weird to get, because I know Kane, who got extremely nerfed this game,
Oh, yeah.
you basically just have to pick up 55 cents and have 55 cents on you. It's not pick up 55 cents throughout the game, it's you have to have it on you,
Yeah.
which kind of limits you when you want to go into the shop and try and buy something, which, I mean, if you
How
haven't
do you-
even unlocked Kane yet,
How do you unlock Azazel? Like, I can't remember how I unlocked him.
I
I'm
need to
assuming
learn.
it's just getting through the game. I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure it's just getting through the
But
game.
Azazel is so OP.
He's strong,
Oh my
but
god.
I mean, it's hard to match with Binding of
Or Kane from the first game.
Well, Isaac with the D6,
Oh,
the ability to re-roll an item into a better item, especially that being a spacebar item. It's actually really powerful because I know one time I had like what was it, Infestation 2 or something, where the spiders come out
oh yeah.
when you get hit. and then I re-rolled it into Polyphemus. It's like, run, winner, let's go, let's do this.
You really love Polyphemus, don't you?
Polyphemus is one of the best items in the game.
I know, but it's like you talk about all the time. You're just like, Polyphemus, Polyphemus.
Okay, imagine this. You have a pistol, a 9mm pistol.
Alright.
And then you compare that to a tank mortar. That is the difference between those two.
That's very good insight.
It's true, though. That's the difference. Like, it's a huge damage spike. Though your tiers do fall rapidly, I think it drops it down to, like, 1 or something like that. You fire very slow, but then again, a tank fires very slow.
It can also stack with Monster's Lungs, can it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It stacks with basically anything. Like, what's it? Brimstone?
It stacks with Brimstone?
Brimstone, Mom's Knife, it basically one-hits all bosses.
Oh, wow.
I think besides, Mega Satan, or,
How do you get to Mega Satan, anyway?
Okay, it's really weird. So first you have to unlock the Polaroid, which basically you just have to beat the game a bunch of times. And then you have to, if you get an angel room, you actually have to blow up the angel. And then it'll start attacking you. Once you beat it, you get a piece of a key. Now you have to find 2 angel rooms. Once you get both pieces, then when you go into either the dark room or the chest, which are basically like the final areas in the game for the first Binding of Isaac.
Yeah.
And in the very first room that you get, you will have a giant door with a key on it. You open that key up and then you fight Mega Satan. And it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters for either of them. It's always going to be Mega Satan for both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so I thought, Mega Satan, it's difficult, but for some reason, whenever I fight him, I always have shielded tears.
Oh.
Which basically makes it so the tears I shoot out provide a shield against
his tears?
Oh yeah, all of his tears, and then he shoots out a barrage. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I think we might as well just move on.
Yeah, there's not really much else to say.
Any final words for you two?
Being a first-time player, freaking love it.
There you go. That's the money shot right there.
Money
Buy
shot.
it. Buy it.
And, Tyler, are you considering playing it at any point in the future? Or at least giving it a try?
I did give it a try.
Oh, did you? Oh.
Are you going to play it in the future then?
Maybe. If I'm up for it.
Great answer. Moving on.
Alright, our next topic is going to be over the Ruby and Sapphire remakes called Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
So good.
They came out, was it last Friday?
21st.
21st? Okay, no, it was 2 weeks ago then.
Yeah. Came out the 21st. And I got some bullshit thrown at me. Okay, so I had the game ordered. It was a birthday present from my parents. And they're like, hey, we'll get it shipped. I didn't even get the game until December 1st. I'm like, hello? Why are you doing this to me? Why do you do this?
I remember I was texting you. You're just like, my game hasn't arrived yet, and I'm just sitting there. I'm just like, just beating gym leaders. Don't mind me.
Yeah, I was pissed.
I was doing that to my cousin too. Like my cousin who's 16, he got off the bus, and apparently he's not going to be getting the game till Christmas. And I was just watching him just walk to his house. I was just playing it, and I'm just like, sucks to suck. Because like he's been looking forward to this game for a long time. Because
he's been looking forward to it. I've been looking forward to it since the day it came out on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh yeah,
I want this thing remade. I want to see it beauty.
Several years later.
When did it come out? I want to say it came out, what?
The original? Or?
Yeah, the original. Was it 2005 or something like that?
For some reason I wanted to say 2003, but that's so wrong.
It could be. I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Because that's the third generation, so...
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense to be a really, really old game.
Yeah. It's like... I don't know, I'm trying to remember... Yeah, anyway.
So, Zurto hasn't beat the game yet. I have, even though I've only had it for freaking 7 days or however long it's been. And, it's actually a good game. The problems I have with it is that the early game is pretty boring. The gym leaders are pretty easy to beat. Even if you don't have, like, super strong Pokemon. Like I only had a Sceptile for the.
Oh, you picked Draco?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, you're
He's
going for Mega Sceptile.
Oh yeah, he's God. And that's all I have for the fourth boss battle, which is the electric type, Watson.
Watson. I thought he was the third.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's the fourth.
No, he's third. Fourth is Flannery, and then fifth is Norman.
Oh, well, whatever he was.
Oh,
then I
no.
probably had a Grovyle then. Anyways, that's all I had to fight him with. Everything else, it got like destroyed. Like I want to say I had a Talo, and she's like, "Well, that's not going to do very much." And so, I mean, and I still beat him quite single-handedly, even though I got paralyzed every 2 seconds. Seriously, what is it with that move? I hate it. Thunderwave, OP.
I kept getting hit by Stun Spore.
You know what helps with Stump Spore?
What?
Having a grass type.
But I only have Blaziken.
Who picks Blaziken?
Like 90% of the people playing
No!
Pokemon. Yes.
No! Okay, here.
Pick him.
What's a Blaziken to a Mega Swampert? What's a Blaziken to a Mega fucking Sceptile?
Utterly worthless.
Pretty much. He gains dragon, which means he gains neutral damage.
I just picked Torchic, because Torchic was the one I always picked as a kid.
You should just... No, don't do this to yourself.
What? What am I missing out on? Like a greater power?
Yeah, being the 3% to pick Torchic.
3%?
Yes, that's proven statistics. I mapped it out myself.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get your sources from?
Need to know basis. Just remember that. And so the ending of the game, or I should say closer to the end of the game, that's when the storyline actually starts to take off. And it actually gets really, really good. And
Like, better than the original?
Yeah, much better than the original.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, well, you haven't gotten to the...
Right now I'm in the Magma base. I just took a huge break from it because I went back to my Xbox for a bit.
Yeah, and he'll actually talk about that later in the podcast.
Oh yeah.
So what happens is you get through the Magma hideout and all that stuff, and it can be a little tedious.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
I've always hated the Magma hideout.
I didn't think it was too bad. Though I was happy that's where you got the Master Ball.
Oh yeah, but you had to
you had to search everywhere for it. Like it was the last possible place in the freaking map for me to find it. I'm just like, well, shit.
I missed in first gen when you just got handed the Master Ball. You guys were like, thanks for saving my company. Here's your Master Ball.
Well, I mean, pretty much every gen after 4th gen, that's what they did. Pretty sure X and Y they just gave you the Master Ball.
Yeah.
I don't know if 2nd gen did that. You had to find it or not. Anyways, and then after you beat the game, the Elite Four, it was actually much harder than I thought it would be.
Was it?
Yeah. Because the typings, when you go into the... God damn it. Stop distracting me, Kyle. When you get into the Elite Four room, it actually looks much different. Like, when you walk in, there's just a bunch of sand in the background, so you're like, okay, well, I don't really remember too much about it, so I'm assuming this is a ground-type gym. So I put my Sceptile up front. Guess what? It was a dark-type gym. Like, what the fuck? So I had no idea what the fuck was going on. And so it's really random when it comes down to, like, the backgrounds. After you beat it, the Elite Four, that's when you get the Delta episode, which was amazing.
How long is it?
It's a couple hours.
Couple hours?
Yeah, worth of gameplay.
All
it's
right.
not just a small little thing like, here, go get Rayquaza for me, baby. No, it's actually a full-fledged storyline, which was actually really nice.
All right.
I mean, you just don't want... I swear to God, I'll come over there and hit you.
I also heard that in this game they give more closure to what happens with Maxie and Archie after the whole Groudon or Kyogre fiasco.
They do that, and then they also give a lot of closure to the end of the game. Like, they actually have a decent end of the game.
What, you mean just besides, you've become the champion?
Yeah,
Congratulations.
it doesn't just end there. Like, you go back to your home, and then you talk with your parents, and you talk with a bunch of people, and they're like, hey, great job, buddy. And so...
You did it. You are the best.
Did it. And so, it's basically, it's just really nice. And then the Delta episode, obviously you get your Mega Rayquaza, and obviously if you beat the game, then you know at the very end you get Deoxys. The problem I had with it, and I didn't know this at the time, was that I knew that he was really frail. So, like, one hit, just gone. And so I killed him, and then I'm like, well, shit, now I have to restart over again. And so then I went through, I restarted, and I'm just like, now I have to catch Rayquaza again. Now I have to fight that crazy-ass bitch. And then I have to fight him again. And I'm like, you know what, fuck that, I'm just going to use my Master Ball. What I didn't know is you can actually catch him. If let's say you kill him, you can go back to that spot and you can find him again.
Really?
And rematch him. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You can rematch him, you can
So
save him.
you wasted all that time.
Well, I didn't. Sort of.
Wait until I tell Jason. He's going to be like, I wasted like 5 hours of my life.
Yeah, you can go up and do that. And then I went TM hunting for a couple of hours. And I got, I want to say, almost every TM. The only gripe I have with that is a couple of the TMs are on the Mirage Islands.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you have to get a specific island in the game in order to get it. Well, it's purely time-based. Well, what happens when you change the time on your thing? You have to wait. They've implemented a cheating prevention system, where if you do that, you can no longer get any Mirage Islands for 24 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I thought was kind of horseshit, because I want those TMs. I really, really, really want those TMs. And so I'm like, okay, let's do this. And next thing you know, a couple hours later, I'm like, okay, let's see if any of the new legendary pseudo-legendaries, like Tornadus, Mesprit, and all that stuff.
I don't think they're pseudo-legendaries. They're kind of like side legendaries.
Yeah.
That's just what I refer to them as. Because, like, they're legendary, but they're not, like, main legendaries.
What you might not know, which is actually amazing, is that the only way to catch Landorus, Tornadus, and Thundurus is by having Castform in your party.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that does make sense, though, with the
it
weather
does.
attributes.
When you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. But at the same time, you don't really think about it, because, it's fucking Castform.
You really don't like Castform, do you?
He's a garbage Pokemon.
Well, he changes with the weather. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's cool. What? Here, let me just use a grass attack while in the rain. Or let me just use a freaking rock type while it's in the sun. It's like, it's a pretty useless Pokemon. What it comes down to is base stats are pretty bad. I don't enjoy that at all. Okay, if we keep going on this, I'm gonna spend another hour, and I don't want to edit another hour of just playing Pokemon Top.
All right, before we get off this topic, was there anything about the game that kind of like irked you in a way?
Yeah, the beginning.
Right at the beginning.
Yeah, the beginning just really pissed me off.
No,
because it was so easy. And then the cheating system they implemented. Those are like the two main problems I had with the game. I guess I should also say, when you try and rematch the Elite Four, they increase their level caps by 20. So instead of 50, they're 70, and each one has a Mega.
Oh, really?
Yep. So the Ice type has a Mega Glalie. The Ghost type has a Mega Sableye.
Oh, that's pretty
Mega
cool.
Absol. Yep. It was pretty neat. And then a Mega Salamence for the Dragon type, which I probably just spoiled the whole Elite Four.
Well, you can't really spoil something that came out like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but you can forget, and you're just like, oh, well, shit, now I actually have to play around this, and that's what made the Elite Four challenging for me, and I thought it was fun. So,
Alright.
I guess we might as well move on to the next one, even though I kind of wanted to talk about flying.
Oh, yeah.
Latios and Latias, but we will skip that.
Didn't we cover that last podcast anyway?
We talked about it, but we didn't really know the aspect of it. And what I thought it was is you could just press fly, and then you use that. But no, you have to have a specific item for it.
Yeah.
Anyways, move on. We are moving on. No more talking about Pokemon. Joey, no more talking about the Pokemon.
Pikachu.
God damn it. Okay, let's go.
Alright, next topic, we're going to be going over the new Star Wars trailer that came out for Episode 7, The Force Unleashed, and I'm going to hand this over to Kyle.
Oh my
and
god.
Tyler.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes, I'm so pumped. So fucking pumped.
About the Star Wars trek?
Yeah.
Right?
God, I'm gonna smack you in the face.
I'm just glad Joe's not here.
Oh my god.
Joe's here. I just love hearing his reaction when we make fun of that shit.
I made fun of Star Wars once, and he threatened to kill me and kick me out of his house.
But yeah, I am super pumped for it. I am really pumped. What about you?
I'm excited.
Were you excited when you saw the Black Stormtrooper?
Yeah. You know what? That really gripes me, like, how people
Wait.
Alright. So, everybody was complaining, John Boyega as a stormtrooper, that's kind of weird because they're not the clones that we remember. You have to understand, in episodes 4, 5, and 6, watch out, I'm a Star Wars nerd, the stormtroopers were not clones at all, people. Stop. It's annoying. I will smack you across the face.
This is Game Boy.
Wait, well, which one was the clone trooper?
The clone troopers were in 2 and 3.
Okay, so that's
in the lore.
That's in the new games. In the stormtroopers.
No,
games,
not in games.
or
Movies.
games in the movies. Well, shit.
Star Wars the movie
But
is the video
if
game.
you know the lore, the Empire stopped using clones because the cloning facility got bombed, and they just decided, well, we could start.
Well, they just phased them out, basically.
Yeah, phased them out, and yeah. So in episodes 4, 5, and 6, people, they were not clone troopers. They weren't clones. They were regular people, like all of us here. So,
Yeah.
John Boyega being a stormtrooper is not a big fucking taboo. Jesus
You were
Christ.
really offended about this.
Yeah, because it's so annoying.
Well, I mean, he knows what he's talking about. People always go on and just, like, talk about shit that they don't know. And then they think they're smart. They're like, he can't be black. Stormtroopers can be black. I'm like,
because
bruh,
they're Jango Fett clones.
that's idiotic. They're
Oh
not.
my god.
Listen to this man. He's preaching the word.
It's like when people call Link Zelda.
I
That's like, I don't know.
accidentally did that
Zelda
once. and then
Ocarina of Storm.
But yeah, that really got me pissed off. But the trailer overall got me really pumped for this movie. I wasn't really sure like what was going to happen with this, but now I'm super excited.
I'm very impartial to the movie. I was never a big Star Wars fan as a kid. I watched all the movies, but like I felt no like, oh my god, so high. No, I was never like that.
I fucking love Star Wars.
Yes,
so,
I know you guys loved Star Wars back in the day. It was crazy.
Isn't that how we met? Actually?
Yeah, I came over and you guys are just playing with lightsabers. I'm like, these two are losers. I'm leaving. No. I was like, can I play, guys? And you're like, sure. And then Tyler gave me his lightsaber.
And then that's how we became friends.
And then I whooped Kyle's ass. And that's how we became friends.
Yeah.
That's actually a true story, too.
Yeah.
That's cooler than the story of how I met Matt.
How'd you meet Matt?
It was a long, long time ago.
In a faraway land.
In a high school far, far away.
Wait, you didn't meet him till high school?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you never really hung out with...
I didn't really hang out with anyone till... I became friends with Tyler through track, and then I became friends with you through, we were both in the same science class.
Yeah.
Because we sat next to each other.
And I was like, dude, we should totally hang out during the summer. You basically lived at my house this
yeah,
summer.
I did.
Like, sophomore into junior year.
Yeah, I stayed over here so much.
It was weird.
That's what Joe did. Half Asian one. He stayed at my house, I think, for Christmas break. The entire Christmas break, he was at my house.
I remember
he did
that.
Not leave.
I remember
he
that.
He did not leave for the entire week.
Oh
wow!
I remember how I met Matt.
I guess I should say he left for Christmas and then he came back. I'm like, go the fuck home. He's like, no, and they're like, okay.
But
okay, I now remember how I met Matt. It was I was hanging out with Joe and Jordan. They were like, oh, we're gonna go to Matt's, and then we went over to Matt's.
Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, so I knew Jordan and Joe were coming over. And then all of a sudden, they bring this stray dog into my house. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
They didn't tell you that I was coming?
No! They didn't tell me shit! Just like they didn't tell me that you guys were stopping by after prom.
Oh, they didn't tell you about that either?
No, they just stopped by. It was like midnight. And he's just like, hey, I'm here. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing at my house? He's like, let us in. So I let him in, and there's like 8 people there. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And my room's a mess because I don't really expect company over at my house, especially in my room
at midnight.
Yeah, especially at midnight. And if somebody does come over, I tend to clean up, get all the trash out, all that stuff. Do the laundry if I know, less than, was it an hour before? So I try and get my shit cleaned. Except my room was a fucking mess. And then everybody started cleaning my room. I'm like, stop cleaning my room!
And I started drawing pictures on your desk.
Yeah.
I kept drawing pictures of you and yours, like, I was playing 80 Lulu before 80 Lulu was a thing.
I was too.
I played Karma before the rework.
No, it was 80, or it was it 8? No, what was
I remember now. It was like a really like goofy looking at your face, and you're like 80 Lulu, lol, lol, lol.
Oh god.
I think the drawing is still on there. Like, I'll have to check it next time I go over there.
Yeah.
I love how we started talking about Star Wars.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we ended up like talking.
Well,
about...
I mean, do you have anything else to say about Star Wars?
I mean, what did you guys think of the trailer since we just like watched
I already
it?
said I'm impartial. Joey.
I'm not as big into Star Wars as I wish I could be.
So basically, like me.
Well, yeah, well,
You still enjoy it, but you're not to the point to where you're always hyped about, Star Wars stuff.
yeah, well, I haven't seen Star Wars in a long time. I need to get back into it because, hype trains, choo choo.
God damn it, I hate when people do that.
My friend actually brought his lightsaber over last night,
Oh my god.
and I was like, "Dude, I fucking love you."
So dumb.
And I messed around with.
Do you
it for,
still
like-
have your lightsabers?
No,
Oh my god.
you stole mine. You stole one of mine
You left it at my house!
and never gave it back.
Because you never took it back!
I was gonna come and get it, and I never did. And then when I saw
Okay,
it, I
and
was
then
like,
it's my fault? And then you come to my house and you're like,
"Oh, hey, that's my lightsaber."
hey, I'll take that home with me. Completely forgets it again. So how the hell is that my fault?
Do they still have it, or is it long gone?
It's probably long gone. Since
Oh,
they moved.
man.
Hey, it's your fault for leaving it at my house. That was like
Yeah.
6 or 7 years ago.
No, longer than that.
We've only known each other for, 12 years? 11 years?
Yeah, but I mean, like
Maybe
probably
it was a
about
bit
like
longer.
9 or 10 years ago was like when we didn't like have that lightsaber.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe, just like Jordan always leaves his soda at my house.
What the
He leaves
hell
his-
is...
He leaves his soda
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, so I buy him a soda.
Oh, well, we're
And,
actually getting...
Yeah, I buy him a soda.
Right.
We go to Joe's house. He forgets it at Joe's house. He's like, oh, they can just have it. I'm like,
He does that all the time.
what the fuck? And he still has a Sunkist at my house.
From how long ago?
Probably 2 weeks.
Oh, shoot.
I know he leaves a bunch of soda over here, and we don't,
Yeah.
like, touch it.
Yeah. Well, I don't like drinking out of stuff that other people drink
Yeah,
out of.
I'm
or
the same
eat
way.
Or all that
Yeah.
stuff.
I
can't.
don't share food, I don't share drinks.
Yeah, I can't do it.
I may be stingy as fuck, but oh well.
But he always leaves that shit at other people's houses.
And
I
then
was
he
just like-
he's
I
like,
mean, he
"Oh,
will
hey,
remember
we can-"
occasionally
Yeah.
if I remind him. I think there's been a couple times where he's just like, oh shit, soda. And then other times I'm like, bro, don't forget your soda for the millionth time. And he's like, oh yeah, I have soda. And I'm like, god damn it. Ew, we just got off track again.
Yeah.
All right. So we just move on to our
well-
next topic.
Well,
Well,
I
Tyler.
mean, from what I saw in the trailer, I think my favorite parts of the trailer were the X-Wings and the Millennium Falcon, and maybe the lightsaber. The dark.
Everyone's opinion on the lightsaber was just fucking stupid.
was everyone like, it's
They were just like, "Oh my god, it's like a Swiss Army knife. Like, what the
What?
hell is it?" Like,
What?
really?
It was-
That's what
a
well-
Swiss, eh?
Well, it was. They were like, "It's so dumb." It's like it's not dumb if you think about it. It's like a cross guard. It protects your hand.
it protects a laser
Yeah.
protects your hand.
You know how everybody like loses
Yeah,
their hand
that's
in a
what-
lightsaber battle. That
oh,
prevents that. That can prevent that because
Which
you know-
is completely logical.
yeah, like seriously, they don't understand
Okay,
the
yeah.
practicality of that.
If only Luke Skywalker had one of those.
Or Anakin, or
Or
Dooku,
Anakin,
or
or-
anybody that lost a
Or
limb,
90% of everybody.
or just everyone in general.
Yes.
I thought the funniest part about that trailer was that little droid,
The soccer ball.
the soccer ball droid.
That still doesn't make any sense to me.
It's the new R2 unit, guys.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
What do you mean?
It's a fucking R2 on a soccer ball. Why is that supposed to make sense?
I don't know. It's just a new droid.
None of it makes sense.
And then
It's,
you
it's
had
not
the,
real, guys.
The other trailer,
What?
the
The spoof
yeah, the
trailer
spoof one.
where
Oh,
it
yeah.
added the George Lucas effects.
yeah, that one.
Oh my god.
tons of TIE fighters, lasers, and
Yeah, the at the
That
end
was
of that,
that was
Jabba the Hutt in
fucking army, dude.
The scene where the stormtroopers are like in the ship, it flashes and it shows Jango Fett standing in there.
he's like, "Hi guys,
It's like, what the fuck are you doing there?
remember me?"
Well, we might as well just move on to the next one. Joey, go ahead.
All right, our next topic is going to be the GTA 5. I don't want to call it a remake, but
It is
a
a
remake.
yeah, it is a
retexture.
remake.
retech,
It's not a remake.
not a more
It's
like.
the same game except
Yeah.
they just retextured it. And
They
Yeah.
did add a lot of new stuff though.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Well, it's
Okay.
not a remake. It's still the same
Yeah.
game. It's just they
Yeah,
added
It's
stuff.
just they kind of, yeah, they just added stuff. But I haven't played it because I don't have a PS4 because I'm poor. But I'm just going to let Kyle and Tyler take it from here again.
I feel like Tyler should be the one leading
Yeah,
on because
you're the one
yeah.
who plays it the most.
Yeah, that is true.
Even though it took you like, what was it, 8 months to get up to like level 70, and it took me like a week to get up to 65.
Okay, I don't do a lot of the stuff that you probably do to like rank up.
That was like back in the day. If you remember, if you started playing the game, and then you'll remember like the race car EXP glitch. Yeah, I did that a shit ton.
I remember
Like,
I remember trying to do it the day after they did the patch.
no,
the
that
patch?
wasn't the EXP. That was the money glitch
The
Oh
car
yeah,
glitch.
yeah.
where you.
I did that the day after the patch, and I didn't realize that was in the patch.
Yeah.
So I lost one of my good cars, and I was pissed.
Mm.
I was so pissed.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. You were looking through your garage, just like, Joey, check out my new car. And you're just like, where the fuck is it?
Wait, what happened?
he sold like he was trying to do the glitch.
Oh, okay. So he legitimately sold it, and
Yeah.
he's just like,
Like
hey,
I was, yeah.
look at his car. Go on.
And I was like, what? No, come
Because
back.
I taught you that,
Yeah.
and you were just trying to copy me. And I got, what was it? I think I managed to get like, what, 50 million total, but like I spent a lot of it. And then I didn't play it for, what was it, 8 months? Something like that. Since, basically, I borrowed it from the twins, and then I gave it back a week later, and I had, I want to say, like, 15 million. And then 8 months later, I went to check my account, and I still had all my money left. And these guys lost all their money because of
I somehow I got a glitched bounty and I had like $2 billion.
yeah. And so he lost all of his money, and,
Except they left me like 333,000.
which is garbage. 'cause
Yeah,
I
that's
had,
fucking garbage.
I had 15 million and I hadn't touched it. I was pretty pissed that they sold all my cars.
They
Or
took your cars.
Yeah, they got rid of all my cars.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
And I had a full thing full of cars.
Well, they shouldn't have done that. They said that they would leave the entire like everything you bought. They'd leave it
Yeah,
alone.
that's fucking bullshit.
Well, what was that one guy, your friend who,
Noah.
was that Noah, where they took away, even after he paid for them?
Well,
Like with real money, he paid for cars and stuff?
no, he paid for the cards.
The card, which he used to buy cars and all that stuff.
Yeah, they never gave his stuff back because
Yeah, they took it away.
Well, it kept on like deleting itself for some reason. Like his character would get deleted,
And then
so
supposedly,
he'd lose everything.
yeah, and it's not Rockstar's fault.
Yeah, but
Well,
now
God forbid if it's Rockstar's fault. You're gonna be hearing about it on the news.
Yeah,
Good God.
which
But-
I thought was horseshit. Go ahead.
but after a while, Rockstar actually put Noah in like a hacker lobby,
A hacker lobby.
like where all like the hackers and all that stuff,
Why?
because
Because
they thought he was cheating.
oh my God.
What?
They thought he was cheating, and they put him in the cheater lobby.
Wow.
Good job,
GG,
Rockstar. Good job.
Yeah,
Wow.
That doesn't make
You're
any
doing a great
sense.
job.
that's what Rockstar did. They
After he contacted them, or what?
well after he contacted them so many times,
So they thought he was just.
they
Fucking
thought he
them.
was just cheating. Yeah, I know, it blows my
Oh.
mind too.
That's,
But anyways,
yeah,
let's go back to the
the game itself.
remastered.
Yeah.
I did
GTA.
like how if you had your like a certain accounts linked to your Rockstar account, you could transfer your characters from online from the last gen into the next gen.
And it could be
Even over-
cross-platform, which
Yeah.
means you can
Yeah,
have
I took
Xbox to
yeah,
PS4,
I took my Xbox character and put it on my PS4.
which I thought that was good. But I mean, of the very few things that they've promised,
Heck, some people, if they transfer their account, like all the money that they've spent in the previous gen would add up
Yeah.
onto the.
Oh,
And
so
they
let's
would-
say you.
Would
Because-
they get their money back?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I didn't really know. Like, this chick that I'm friends with, she transferred her, like, 360 stuff onto Xbox One, and all of a sudden she had, like, $2 billion. I was like, how is that possible?
Did it get fixed?
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
So
that's
she
lucky.
just bought a shit ton of stuff.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I had $2 billion? Shit. I had $2 billion in the real world?
And she couldn't explain it, like, at all.
Yeah. I mean, it's just glitches.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you change, or you go into a game and then you change it. Just like I bought Dragon Age Origins for my PC, and like every single fucking game for the consoles but get put onto the PC, holy crap, so freaking bad when it comes to the frames.
Like,
The
Dead Rising 3.
Yes.
That was horrible.
I can't
Which-
even move.
Which was.
And they said they were going to patch it. I don't know when they're going to patch it, and I really hope they do it soon because I paid $70 for this game. I got the deluxe version, and I really want to
Wait,
play it.
which game?
The Origins.
I got Dead Rising 3, and I don't know if they patched it at all. I haven't been on it in like a couple months.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like you hype a game up, and then people pay what $60-$70 for it. And I have a couple friends who say it was worth the money because it's a good game. Like I really enjoyed the beginning of the game, and the game looks really, really well made. Like it's a lot like World of Warcraft mixed with a couple other games, but you know it didn't hinder it at all. That it was just it meshed really well with each other, which I thought was really great. Now you take in the account of the frame drops, you know, just a lot of really crappy stuff, and the game you can't play it. It's ridiculous, and I paid $70 for it. If I could get my refund, I would. That's all I'm saying. If I could get a refund.
All right. Grand Theft Auto. We gotta stay on topic, guys.
No, it's the best part
I
is
know.
going off topic.
I know, but we gotta stay on topic because we don't want to make you edit like so much.
Well, is there anything else we have left to say?
Was
Was it worth it?
Yeah,
It
it's
was
worth
worth
it.
it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Even if you paid
$60
$60
for
the
like
previous one?
like the
Yeah.
360.
Yeah, it's still worth it.
like the new textures?
So are the heists out yet? That's the real question.
They're supposed to be coming out in the first patch.
God fucking
Or
damn
like
it.
in the first big.
We've been waiting like a year for those.
Yeah.
So I remember this thing called Heist, were you could do heists for the Grand Theft Auto and the stuff, and then a year later, still hasn't come out. Are
Yeah.
you fucking kidding me?
It's like Ao Shin.
Oh shit. League wide. Well, they never even said they were releasing it. They just gave a little teaser and made people freak the fuck out and say, "I want this. I really want this."
But
They never said they were releasing it.
let's see.
Rockstar actually said they were releasing it.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, it'll be in this update." Nope, wasn't in that update. Oh, don't worry, guys, it'll come out during the summer. Doesn't come out during the summer.
God fucking damn it.
Don't worry, guys, it's gonna come
Okay.
out in the fall.
Okay, we need to move on because I'm done being butthurt about Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't waste too much time on it, but still, all the stories I've heard just pisses me off. Did you want to talk about the Final Fantasy, or did you want to skip it?
We can talk about it
Okay,
because
Well, you're probably gonna be the one mostly talking about it.
well, yeah.
just give us the overview
so,
of it.
okay.
This shouldn't be too long.
All right. Well, as a lot of Final Fantasy players probably know, the third installment of the 13 series came out in February of this year. Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns.
So it is an older game.
Yeah. And I'd recently just replayed it. I finished it today, and honestly, it had to, like, gameplay-wise, it had to have been my favorite of the three. And I know it sounds kind of weird because we're talking about old games, but I'm also going to tie this into the new one coming out, Final Fantasy 15.
Or
Wait.
14.
14 was an MMO that was released a while ago after 13.
It was an MMO.
Yeah.
What's the normal style? RPG?
Yeah.
Weird. That's news for me.
Yeah, Elder Scrolls. Oh my god! Don't even get me started on the Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh god, I remember when I
I
got
was
the-
actually pumped for that game.
Yeah,
But then
I remember
heard everyone was just like, yeah, it's shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I played the beta when it first came out. I was so fucking hyped. I spent like 18 hours downloading it
Yeah.
for the beta.
And then
Couldn't even have the graphics download. The graphics would not load.
Wow.
Like, I'd be falling through the map. I'm like, fuck this. Throw my hands in the air.
Thanks,
Uninstall.
Bethesda.
I mean, I think it was a good idea, but the way they made the way they did it just
The execution was...
yeah, basically.
The mega
Sinking
servers
around.
are kind of shit.
Are
Yeah.
they?
Yeah. Because they're constantly, like, maintenance. Like,
Oh.
oh my god.
So it's really laggy,
Yeah.
or they keep shutting down all the time.
They keep shutting down all the time.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's actually probably both. Anyways,
Yeah.
go back.
All right.
Off topic again.
All right. Well,
Off topic, OP.
but yeah, I finished 13.3 Lightning Returns. I honestly loved the series itself. I've only played a few Final Fantasy games in the past. I played 6, 7, 10, and the whole 13 trilogy. And 13 was really controversial. Like, you either loved it or you hated it. I was one of the people who loved it, but I hated parts of it.
I was at the points where I got to like a certain point in the game, which was like what, an hour in. I'm like, couldn't beat this boss. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I was done. I couldn't play it anymore.
Yeah. Which I understand, because, like, the first game, the gameplay was really tedious. The story was the only thing that kept me going. 13.2, they improved the gameplay just a little. The story itself, I don't know, I felt like it was just a step down from the first one. Alright, and Lightning Returns, gameplay-wise, it was my all-time favorite. Like, it was just outright, it was addicting. 13 and 13.2 kind of, well, 13 felt like a huge struggle just to keep playing. 13.2 was slightly more entertaining, and then because they had improved a lot of the annoying aspects of the game, and then Lightning Returns, just it was a huge step up in gameplay. Like playing it was just so much fun. Yeah, in the end, I loved the 13 series. It had a great story. It had its moments where it disappointed me, like just some rocky, I'm trying to say bumps on the road,
Yeah.
but like in the end, I really enjoyed it. And then the new one coming out, Final Fantasy 15, takes place in a more modern-looking era, which revolves around the main character Noctis, who, and I'm probably like the millionth person to say this, looks a lot like Sasuke from Naruto. I don't really know much about the story from what the trailers have revealed. Just that it looks like kind of a I can't find the word for it.
What are you talking about?
Final Fantasy 15.
I know, like what do you?
The story about how revolves around Noctis and his father. They seem to be like some form of higher up power, almost royalty maybe. I don't know. It's been a long time since I watched any of the trailers, but there are people trying to overthrow it. And the whole basis of they changed the entire format of the game, like
In a good way or bad way?
I don't really know yet. But
From the trailers, what do you like? Obviously, you played the games enough to know how the gameplay is.
yeah, like all the games up to now have been kind of a turn-based battle system where like the battles are their own little like parts of the game where there's transitions into a battle type of scenario. In this game, the battles are completely outer world. There's no transition into a battle scene. It's all done lifetime,
So basically, like Skyrim, you walk up to an enemy, just start slashing.
basically.
Cool. I actually might think about
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
That actually sounds appealing to me.
It sounds better, but at the same time,
it's
it
different.
might be more strategic though.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I watched some of the gameplay for Final Fantasy, like, a Final Fantasy game. I don't remember which one. It just looks so boring to me.
Yeah.
Probably 13.
Yeah, 13, it was just spam A to play. Lightning Returns, there was actually a lot of creativity and strategy to it. Like,
Press
you could actually...
B to play.
Oh, what a twist!
Oh, you've outdone yourself, Square Enix. Anyway, but yeah, Final Fantasy 15, I'm going to keep my eyes on it. I don't really count myself a true Final Fantasy fan, because other than the 13 trilogy, I haven't fully finished all the other ones I played. Mostly because I'm lazy.
Well, I mean, the games, it's one of those games where is it tedious?
Kind
because I know some of the game, the final, the 13, it was really tedious for me.
Yeah,
I couldn't do it.
I struggled getting through it.
Yeah, like if it can't keep my attention, I'm not going to even try giving it to it.
Exactly.
So is that all you wanted to say?
So when I get a PS4, I'll consider picking it up, seeing how it is, because it looks like it's going to be really interesting, because it's going to be just a lot different from the rest.
So a refreshment, basically.
Yeah, just something new.
Like you're drinking a lot of Mountain Dew, and you're like, I'm getting sick of this Mountain Dew. So you switch over to a nice, delicious Pepsi. Because Pepsi's way better than Coke. Starting the war, baby.
Product placement.
All right.
Sponsor us!
Sponsored by Pepsi.
Sponsored by Pepsi.
Because Coca-Cola sucks.
This commercial is
Wow.
secretly funded by Mountain Dew.
That'd be a horrible that'd be a horrible sponsorship because we just bashed it.
That was an M. Night Shyamalan Sama-kun plot twist. Alright, we're gonna stray away from Final Fantasy 13 and move on to our next topic, which is...
Oh, you want to talk about this one, Tyler?
Yeah, you open it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, what Joey was about to say is we're just gonna now talk about Far Cry 4, which my good brother, Kyle, he's gonna talk about it because he's played a lot of it.
I heard it was pretty good.
Oh,
I heard it was pretty good.
I fucking love it.
Like, I played the third one, so it was...
The
third
co-op
one was amazing.
I love the co-op. I played with a random person, which...
Are you PC, or...?
Yeah, PC. Which
was it?
I don't know, probably like new game price. Like 60.
So 60.
Yeah.
How do you not know?
I don't know.
How many games do you buy?
I don't know.
1 billion?
Yeah.
You should buy from me.
Barely.
We play forever.
Forever?
No.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and start on what's it like.
Gameplay-wise, it's very interesting. The world, like, you can go everywhere that you look.
So
like,
basically open world.
Yeah, it's open world. You see a mountain in the background, you can climb that mountain.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
And the mechanics, like, there's you can ride elephants and like shoot your guns on top of elephants.
And then I heard you could like use the elephant to stampede cars and stuff.
Yeah,
like you could smash it.
The co-op is funny as shit because I was playing with this random guy. He's like, "Oh, let's go do this," and I found mortar. And I'm just like, "I'm gonna get this fucker."
What, you killed him?
You can aim at your friend with the mortar, and I just shot it, and I just watched it, and he just got down. I was like, I win! I win!
Winner!
I left him there for like a couple minutes. I'm like, it was kind of a dick. Let me go get him.
That was worth it, though.
And then, once I got him up, I started throwing rocks at him. I'm just like, fuck you guys.
You just spam rocks.
And then,
How to win Far Cry,
I flipped
spam
him
rocks.
off. I flipped him off.
Yeah, I heard that was pretty
Oh
sweet,
my God.
the new emote system.
Yeah.
You can, like, salute and then give him the bird and stuff like that.
I know, also another new thing in there, the flight suits, like the wing suits.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh my God.
Are they good?
They're so cool. I don't...
How far in the game are you?
Not very far. I don't have the wingsuit. The random guy I was playing with, he had the wingsuit.
Oh.
I'm just like, you bastard, you left me behind.
You left me! Whoa!
Like, he's just like, see ya, he jumps off a cliff and just flies
Just
away.
gone.
Yeah.
Just gone.
And I'm just like, I'm gonna get you, you bastard. I start shooting.
So you have friendly fire on?
Yeah.
Which you can actually have friendly fire off and on, which
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So you don't have to risk worrying about
But the elephants are like, so
killing your
cool.
teammates. Yeah.
Elephants are so cool.
Oh, it's pretty sweet. What are the graphics like? Like, have you played the third one, I should say?
Yeah, I played the third one.
Is it a lot like the third one?
Better.
Much better, or
Slightly better. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game.
what about gameplay in comparison?
The villain...
You don't need to talk about the villain. I'm talking
I know.
about, like...
But the villain, he's very different from Boss. Very different.
So he's not just
He's-
fucking insane.
Well, he is insane, but
Okay.
he's like the Joker, basically. Almost. He's like...
I don't
he's
see the
kind of
difference.
polite. He's kind of polite. He's like, oh, hey, let's take a selfie. If we don't take a selfie, I'm gonna fucking stab you in the face.
That's pretty sweet. I kind of want to play it.
He's like, do you not know the difference between stop the bus or shoot the bus? I said, I'm very specific with my words. Stop, shoot. Stop,
See, now,
shoot.
if I could, I would take back my money from Origin and I'd buy that game.
Yeah, I would play it with you. Honestly,
Oh, that'd be
it's a
amazing.
good game to play. I'm really hoping I get it for PS4 as well.
Why would you want that for PS4?
Because
Just for your friends?
yeah,
Oh.
like
I'm just saying, why
I
would
told
you-
my friend Peter to get Far Cry 4
I just don't understand why you guys buy so many
because
of the
I
same
have,
games.
well,
for
I
different
have friends on
platforms.
everything. So
Cause what was it? You bought what was it for Xbox 360 and the PS4? Grand Theft Auto 5,
Oh yeah,
and then Kyle bought it for the PC.
I haven't bought Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PC yet.
You didn't buy the remaster?
No, they haven't released it yet.
they haven't released it
It comes out
anything
in
on PC.
Oh, so it's not on.
It's
PC.
not out yet on PC.
Well, you spend a lot of money on it. I know that for a fact, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, but then again, we have friends that want to play it, and I'm just like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I have friends who want to play Castle Crashers, so I bought Castle Crashers.
Do it.
But the price range is completely different.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't say I bought it. Jordan bought it for me.
Yeah.
But still,
Yeah.
I bought him The Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, Far Cry 4 definitely worth.
It sounds like a pretty good game. Is there anything else you want to talk about, or you want to move on?
Oh, not really.
Because, I mean, you haven't gotten too far in the game, so
Yeah.
there's not much you can say right now. Just basically the overview of the game so far. Which is
So
basically-
far, fucking love it.
Oh, now I want to play it. All right, we'll just move on.
Yeah.
Go ahead and...
All right. Next thing we're going to move on to is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Or we're just
Oh.
going to skip it.
No.
Okay, next thing we're going to talk about is Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and
Which is, I guess, the final thing we're going to talk
Yeah.
about.
yeah,
We had one more topic, but, I mean, we're at 52 minutes.
Yeah, so we're going to go.
Yeah, we-
we're
I
going
don't
to
think-
finish up.
I don't think we
Quick,
expected our
like-
Pokemon thing to be 15 minutes
Yeah.
long.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah. And then
I
Star
was
Wars.
actually- I was
Star
actually-
Wars turned into a nostalgia trip.
Yeah.
I remember
It's worth
when I
it.
was just a wee lad who I met these fools on the street and they had lightsabers.
Worth it. Okay, so Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty. I still haven't played that much, but I know Tyler, he's played it a lot more than when we first did our podcast. So he's going to take over from here.
Okay, so far I've just been playing it, and overall, I feel like I am getting better at it. I
Okay,
still
here-
have trouble with
Here's
it.
the real question. Is it getting worse as you play it? Like, is it getting harder to play? Or is it getting easier to play? Like, when it comes to, like, making you want to play it, is it driving you away or is it bringing you closer?
Honestly, it's keeping me wanting to play it because, like, of how different it is from all the other Call of Duties.
Mm-hmm.
Like, based on the exosuits, like, all the movements, all the abilities.
Secretly Titanfall.
Secretly.
And because I know we had last time we had an argument, Jordan said he wanted more for his money. I said it's probably perfect the way it is. That it's so simple that it's worth playing.
Yeah,
and it's not going.
it'll keep you back. Like the problem I had with the Black Ops, which I said in the past, is there's just so much shit, and I don't want to play it.
Black Ops is probably one of my least favorite online.
Yeah, the Black Ops series I thought was probably the worst.
Online, like the campaigns were really good.
The
It's just-
campaigns, I'm talking about online. I
Yeah.
thought the online was
Yeah.
probably the worst.
also,
when it comes
just
to
the controls felt, just the entire feel of it just felt really clunky.
Yeah.
I do have to say, playing, like, basically all the Call of Duty games up till Advanced Warfare,
Yeah.
I was terrible. Terrible online.
You're still
Like,
you're still terrible.
yeah, I am still terrible, but I'm getting better.
Because Matt is MLG.
I'm MLG Pro.
He has another
360
account.
no-scope.
It's called XX420 Ganja Busta 69XX.
It's not mine, but I love that name. Oh, it was beautiful.
That was Dana, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Dana. He had the best account names. XX Chopper Gunner XX. Oh, his names were the best.
I remember when I asked for his name on League, and he's just like, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "Okay, getting ready to type." He's like, XX420 and Ganja Busta. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I looked at him. I'm like, "Are you being serious?" He's like, "Yeah, that's my name."
Yeah, and
And like, if Dana of all people say, he's just like, "Yep, that's my name."
he has the joking voice, and then he has the serious voice. But it's really hard to tell them apart because Like, it's just
He's,
very
he's
slight.
He's like monotone.
Yeah, it's a very slight pitch change. Unless you talk to him all the time, then you really won't know the difference. It's funny.
But
Yeah,
just getting back on track.
You mean getting off track again?
Well, yeah, we got off track. Now getting back on track.
Okay.
Basically, playing all those, I'm just terrible online overall. But
Yep.
the only reason is that I was trying to move quicker than I was. Like all the other games, I couldn't move so quickly because I was limited to how fast my character could get out of the way.
Are you talking about like actual movement speed or?
Yeah, like actual movement speed, not like sensitivity wise.
Okay, so
Like movement speed,
how fast your character actually runs.
Yeah, how fast he runs and how fast he can get out of the way.
Yeah.
But with the exosuits, all I have to do is like press the analog stick and it'll dash me over, and like
Yeah,
I
so you
feel
can
like
make quick escapes.
yeah, and I'm really liking that.
Yeah.
And it's sort of how I like to play.
Mm-hmm.
Is quickly on those. I've also been playing a lot of Kill Confirmed, and that's kind of how my play style is, just run around and
You know which game started Kill Confirmed?
what
Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare 3.
was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Modern Warfare. Back in the day, I used to be.
Back in the day.
Back when I was a wee lad.
Back in my day,
I used to
Modern
play-
Warfare 3 was the best game ever.
No, World at War and Modern Warfare 2 were the best games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Modern Warfare 2, I wanted to say I had 140 days played.
Oh, wow.
And the way that's calculated is it's hours. So every 24 hours equals 1 day. And it doesn't stop you. Like, let's say you're AFK, it's purely game time. So I spent 140 days in just playing games. Like, back then, I was just like, this game is amazing. I love it. And I played it for 2.5 years until I Black Ops came out. Fuck that. Went back to Modern Warfare 2. And, oh, God, so many good memories.
Also kind of sad, like, if you go back to, like, any of
The previous gens, like, the game is so bad that you actually have to go back to the game that...
Well, I mean, like, going back and playing some things online, it's just sad to see the multiplayer because, like, you have so many,
right
like,
now, yeah.
like, hacked accounts or...
Yeah, like 2 years ago, maybe it was much longer. I think it was like 4 years ago. Me and Jordan tried to get onto the World at War servers for the multiplayer. Just pure God mode hacks. That's all it was. Every single match we got into, we left the lobby, joined a new one, God mode. There's one person with a God mode every time, and it's just like, this is just sad. I mean, this game was the best game they've ever made, and they just let it fall to shit.
It's because as soon as, like, their next game comes in, they don't
spend all the attention, yeah.
Yeah, they don't keep up the maintenance on their servers.
Mm-hmm. Which I thought
Even though
was
they
really
say
nice.
they probably do.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Bullshit.
I mean, they might say, hey, we'll fix this, but then after a certain point in time, they'll just leave it alone because they have other shit to worry about.
Yeah.
Let's say it was every other year when they did it. And so, it was every other year that they made a new game. And so, what they did is, after like, probably, I want to say 6 months before the new game came out, which was like a year and a half after the original game came out, they actually stopped pretty much everything for it, and they just focused purely on the newer game.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of people would be making money on maintenance for the old games.
Yeah. This every single time I talk about it, I say, you remake the game, you don't change anything about it, you just remodel it, retexture it, just make it so it can fit on, the current gen systems. People will buy that shit. Guaranteed. Like, you remake World at War and
not
Modern
even
Warfare 2?
that. Like, if they just actually had people just sit there and maintain those lobbies, it wouldn't be worth it.
No, because it's still going to be an older game. Like, just like now. How many people do you think play Ruby and Sapphire? Not very many.
I'd play it.
Well, yeah, you'd play it if you really, really felt like it.
I mean, heck, I have it on
But
my
in
phone.
comparison to the new one, which one you'd rather play?
I'd like to try the new one.
I'd prefer playing the new one, only because it's newer. So going back in the previous generations, not very many people are going to waste their time on it, because it's older.
Yeah. I just wish that they would take better care of the games that they made.
Well, it's just a waste of money. You're spending all that manpower on a game that only 5,000 people are playing currently. Probably less now. I don't know if they might have even shut down the servers
On
on World at War.
No, I think a while ago I tried it, and
Well, then maybe there's just not very many people. Everybody's going to keep.
I know
going to the
on
newer stuff.
the PC version of Modern Warfare,
The first one?
yeah, the first one, they closed the servers.
'Cause
So
it got
you had
full.
to download a mod to unpatch the game so that way you could play online.
Yeah. Just like, I know one of my friends, he loved Halo 2 multiplayer. He loved it. Like, that was his game that he played.
Didn't they shut down the servers?
Yeah,
a
they
while
shut
ago?
down the servers, I want to say, a couple years ago. And it was just... It broke his heart, to say the least. Yeah. Anyways, we got off track again.
Yeah.
Somewhat we got off track.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess that's where we're going to leave it at for the podcast. I thought it was a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, it was long, so I'll spend another 10 hours editing it. God damn it.
It was long. And
Okay, it was both you and Joey's fault for talking about fucking Pokemon for
We just spent
30 minutes.
10 minutes talking about just Call of Duty.
Okay, well, shut up. Anyways,
Alright, here we go for the outro, the ending. This is where we do all the, final sayings and all that.
this is it, folks.
Until next time. But, like always, I always want to stress this. We thank you guys so much for listening to our podcast, whether it be for purely enjoyment or just for background noise. Every single time you watch it, it makes us feel better. And it makes us want to make more videos for you guys. And so, that's the reason why we do this. I want to do this as a career. I want to be able to make videos full time. And I know Jordan, even though he's not here right now, he wants to do it as a hobby, but he still really, really wants to do it.
And I don't know, I appreciate, being involved in all of this. I'm pretty sure everybody else does, too.
I mean,
it makes us feel good to be included in this kind of,
Well, I
stuff.
mean, it's a group effort.
You didn't have to make us a part of this at all whatsoever. You could have been just like you and Jordan. Fuck those other guys.
Yeah, but that'd be boring. I
Yeah.
mean, listening to me and Jordan every day, I mean, yeah, we'll get those small quips, but when we were in a giant group, it's just a bunch of idiots talking.
Yeah.
It's the brain.
Making weird noises and saying dumb stuff.
That's my job.
And especially, and the more people we have, the wider range we can talk about. And that's why I like having multiple people. Even though it is really annoying to edit, trust me, it's really annoying. That's why the next one I want the twins to do it, so I'll have to teach them how to do it.
Oh, God.
You're going to do it.
So
You're going to love it.
So it's just going to be me and Tyler.
You guys are just going to edit.
Oh, edit. Oh.
No, not... I mean, if you want to do a podcast by yourselves, you can put it on.
Oh, dear God.
Oh, that would be the worst. Just a bunch of low pitch, you can't even hear anything.
Well, then again, you don't know how our shit's going to end up. We could...
Just purely argument for 40 minutes. That's all it is. And then eventually you just hear each other punch each other.
Maybe the debate... we can have a debate podcast.
Debate podcast. Oh, those never go away.
Oh, my God.
Those never go away. Okay.
We should actually...
Okay, we're off track.
Yeah.
We're off track. Okay, let's get back on track.
We should call this the Off Track Podcast.
We might have to, because that's all we've done, is just get off track. Every single time.
4 or 5 people with, partial ADHD, it's nothing can get done.
Nothing.
It's just oh, hey, look. Look, we're talking about one topic. Oh, look.
Hey, look at that fly. Let's talk for that fly for about 40 minutes. Okay.
Hi, guys, I'm a fly.
So, thank you so much. We were going to have Joey here, but he decided to run off twice.
What a bitch.
So, I mean, any last words?
I don't know. We recently just got done with our video production class. That's something.
And the worst part about that is I'm the one who has to come up with all the ideas. Even though you're supposed to be the brain.
I'm trying.
I came up with that.
You came up with one. You didn't come up
No,
with
I
many.
came up with a couple. Like Binding of Isaac was
Are you
mine.
kidding
No.
me?
Yeah,
we were already going to talk
If we would have gotten to
about
the topic that I wanted to talk about,
Star Wars was
You
mine.
don't get that topic.
Star Wars was
I think
mine.
that was his idea, too.
No,
Star
it
Wars
wasn't.
was mine.
I give you
GTA
no
was
credit.
mine. Far Cry 4 was mine. And
Only because I pushed you to figure it out.
Well, no, like it just popped in my head randomly.
All this stuff, like everything that I've, for the past podcast,
I'm more
is just like,
random.
boom.
Like I'm more random at shit like that.
Yeah, you ran a piece of shit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great. That was a good one. Okay. We are going to say goodbye, and we appreciate it so much. I'm sorry we got off track so many times, but we do enjoy this. We really do. It makes us feel really good, and we might have somebody come back. Joey, get back here.
We need to
Say
do
your
an
final
outro.
words.
Final words. Thanks for listening, guys.
All right, thanks, Joey.
No,
great,
no,
great
no.
job. Great
No,
job.
no, no.
Great job.
I wanna say
All
more,
right,
I wanna say
thank
more.
you guys so much, and have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
Bye.